Hello and welcome to CATEX-TV. I'm Tom Bailey in London. It's 4:30 PM in London, 11:30 Eastern Time and 12:30 in Bermuda. Today in history. Today in 1896 saw the death at the age of 63 of Alfred Nobel, who is the inventor of dynamite and now famous for the Nobel Prizes. Today in 1907 saw Rudyard Kipling, the British author, and author amongst other things The Jungle Book, receiving the Nobel Prize for Literature. Today in 1920, President Woodrow Wilson received the Nobel Peace Prize. Today in 1925, George Bernard Shaw received the Nobel Prize for Literature. Today in 1964, the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And today in 1984, South African President Desmond Tutu received the Nobel Peace Prize. And today in 1994, the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to Yitzhak Rabin, Shimon Peres and Yasser Arafat jointly. And now to the news. Well, today is clearly the day for it. Today, President Barack Obama has arrived in Norway to accept the Nobel Peace Prize for his extraordinary efforts to strengthen international diplomacy. Military helicopters circled above the hotel where Obama is due to stay in Oslo, the capital of Norway. Obama has been seen as a controversial nominee for the award because of the United States' engagement in wars in both Iraq and Afghanistan. He will accept the award just 9 days after he ordered an additional 30,000 troops to Afghanistan. After less than a year in power and with public opinion polls showing his popularity fading at home, Obama faces a sensitive task during a day of solemn ceremonies in Oslo. John Favreau, a senior speechwriter for Obama, said the president would speak about the odd coincidence of accepting the revered prize a week after ordering the troop increase in Afghanistan. Favreau said the president is receiving a peace prize as commander-in-chief of a nation that is in 2 wars. Many critics have suggested that Obama has not had a long enough or successful enough period in office to stand with other Nobel Peace Laureates, but aides say the president will seek to deflate attention from himself during his acceptance speech. Favreau said he sees this as less of a recognition of his own accomplishments and more of an affirmation of a desire for American leadership in the 21st century. Geir Lundestad, the secretary of the Norwegian Nobel Committee, told public radio NRK this week that most US presidents face conflicts and wars, but the new mood in US foreign policy justified awarding Obama the Peace Prize. Obama will be in Oslo for just over 24 hours to pick up the award and will join a list of other laureates, some of whom we've mentioned, but others of whom include Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa and Aung San Suu Kyi. Now, we are very much at the end of the hurricane season. However, we're seeing some activity still in the Pacific. This is largely caused by the extreme El Nino event we've seen this year in the Pacific. We've got Cyclone Cleo with sustained winds of about 90 knots. It's in the middle of the Pacific, heading southwestwards towards Madagascar at the moment, and we'll keep you posted on any developments as they occur over there. Right, and now we've got some news from the Zurich-based organisation Perils that has launched its industry loss index service for European windstorm events a month earlier than it had planned to do so. After a blizzard of phone calls by Dr. Lucy Hitz, the CEO of Perils, over 50 insurers have agreed to sign up to provide data. Only 5% of companies that Hitz spoke to did not want to participate. He said that in the short time period since the foundation of Perils, we have received tremendous support from the industry. This means Perils is in a position to use at least 40% of exposure and loss data from the market for each jurisdiction, the target which it wanted to achieve before going live. The companies providing data will not reveal their identities, however. Perils plans that its loss indices and exposure data will be applied in both insurance-linked securities, known as ILSs, and industry loss warranty transactions, known as ILWs. Perils appointed Dr. Lucy Hitz as chief executive last April. It was formed in February 2009 by Guy Carpenter, Munich Re, Partner Re, Swiss Re, Allianz, and others as an independent Zurich-based company. Now, as piracy levels continue to break new records, with 464 attacks recorded this year alone. Leading kidnap and ransom insurer Hiscox has announced that it is backing a new counter-piracy alert system, the Ship Security Reporting System, or SSRS as it's known. The new system, developed by Polestar, provides real-time link between a ship's security alert system, SSAS, and naval operations, significantly reducing the time it takes for a ship under pirate attack to alert the nearest military vessel. SSRS continuously monitors incoming ship security alerts and position reports, sending this information combined with supplementary details such as operating speed and the distance between the ship's waterline and its upper deck, in real time to participating naval operations centres. This allows the nearest warship to have immediate knowledge of a piracy attack, along with the ship's position and other relevant information. Commenting on the new system, Jonathan Gregory, marine piracy underwriter at Hiscox, said, "It is widely recognised that the best time to foil a pirate attack, when the pirates are at their most vulnerable, is the period before they have successfully boarded the ship. The current system of notification following a pirate attack, however, can result in a time lag of up to an hour before a military response can be initiated. Under SSRS, this can be reduced to minutes." He said that while we provide financial protection and reimbursement for ships when it comes to piracy attacks and subsequent ransom demands, we recognise that the best risk management is in preventing the attack from being successful in the first place. This new system from Polestar, which we will include free of charge in our marine kidnap and ransom cover, is an important development towards getting the military help needed before a ship can be successfully boarded, as a major step forward in the battle against the growing piracy problem. Julian Longson, Director of Business Development at Polestar, added, "Polestar has worked with the Maritime Security Centre in the Horn of Africa, run by the EU Naval Force, to find ways to reduce the response times of naval assets to pirate attacks. SSRS has proven to reduce the ship alert notification period to minutes, and could be the difference between pirates successfully boarding a vessel or being repelled." Hiscox will automatically include, at no cost to the insurers themselves, an annual subscription for the service on all vessels insured with Hiscox for marine piracy cover, taken out following the launch of the joint initiative with Polestar. Company news now. Swiss Re has closed its $150 million cat bond called Successor X. The bond gives protection for North Atlantic hurricane, European windstorm and California earthquake. The deal covers a one-year risk period ending in late 2010. Successor X is a special purpose vehicle with a program flexible structure, which will allow subsequent insurances of notes. Swiss Re's Chief Underwriting Officer Brian Gray said insurance-linked securities are a cornerstone of Swiss Re's hedging strategy. It helps us to manage peak natural catastrophe risks, lower capital requirements, and reduces earnings volatility. This solution increases our ability to assume risk from a broad spectrum of individual clients and to transform it. The successor offering consists of 3 series of notes of $50 million each. One class of the notes is rated B- by Standard & Poor's, while the other classes were not rated. All classes of notes were issued as discounted notes. Instead of purchasing the note at 100% face value, investors purchased it as a discount and expect to receive 100% of the face value at maturity if no trigger event occurs. This innovative feature allows for a more efficient use of cash proceeds in the transaction. Swiss Re Capital Markets acted as sole manager and book runner on the note issuance. The risk modelling and analysis was performed by Equicat. And in a similar vein, the €75 million Atlas 6 cat bond, which came into the market recently, has been closed for score. BNP Paribas was joint book runner and joint lead manager. Risk Management Solutions modelled the natural catastrophe risk. BNP Paribas also acted as collateral counterparty in the transaction. Investor response to the deal was very strong, according to BNP Paribas. The order book was over 2 times the target size of €75 million at the tight end of the price guidance, which was Euribor plus between 950 and 1050 basis points, allowing pricing at Euribor plus 950 basis points.